What is up, everybody? Julio here, and today I'm going to do a review of my Canon SL2.
If I fall in love with you, there is no turning back, baby.
Which is the camera that I'm filming on right now. I have to go run some errands, so while I'm out, I'm going to shoot some B-roll on the 1080p buttery smooth 60 FPS that this Canon camera comes with. The majority of this review is going to be shot on my Samsung Galaxy S8 because my Canon SL2 is my daily driver / my only camera. I'm not like some of these YouTubers that have a wall of cameras behind them yet, so that is why I will be using my cell phone, which is a good option. It's got a good camera. So I got my assistant with me today, Jason, and he's gonna cue that B-roll right now. Jason, will you hit that B-roll, please? You got it, Julio. What? So Jason, hit that damn B-roll. There's no assistant. Okay guys, so we are back, and now I am recording on my Samsung Galaxy 8 because here is my Canon SL2 that I have rigged up with my Rode Microphone Go and my my Joby Gorilla Pod, which in itself is also a plus because you do have access to these accessories with this camera. I don't want to make this one of these super detailed, extensive reviews. I think you're watching this video because you're debating whether you want to get something like this or maybe a point and shoot, or you really don't know where to start. So the short answer is yes. I think this is a fantastic camera all around, especially for YouTubers and people that want to vlog. This camera is extremely light. It's probably right between a point and shoot or a mirrorless camera and DSLRs, really. It's less than 1 pound, but it is packed with a lot of the great technology that Canon creates. This has the same sensor as this D70 and the D80, so I mean that's a plus right there. And it has Canon's latest DIGIC 7 processor, which makes the camera very fast when you're using the touchscreen. But by the way, it has a flip touchscreen as well. So it makes it fast, and also it makes the camera better in low light. So the actual sensor in this is the APS-C CMOS 24.2 megapixel. Another thing that is wonderful about this camera, especially for vloggers, is how great this camera is in autofocus. This camera does come with Canon's dual pixel autofocus, which that alone should make you get this camera. If you don't have the budget for some of the more expensive cameras that also have that technology. I mean, the tracking in this thing is absolutely phenomenal. Much better. Well, you can't see that. It's much better than in more expensive cameras, really. What you'll see in some of the more expensive cameras is that as you're holding this out for a vlog, for example, is that sometimes your face will go out of focus, and for a second or two, and it focuses on the background, or it's just trying to figure out where your face is. That has not happened one single time with this camera. And if it had, I would tell you. I mean, I have no reason not to tell you. The dual pixel focus on this is fantastic, and it is fast. So if I was focusing on my face, and for some reason I did want to focus on something behind me and then back to my face, it's almost instantaneous. So for vlogging, this is I say almost the perfect camera because there's a lot of stuff I haven't used. I think if it had 4K, it would probably be the perfect camera. Another great thing that it has is time-lapse mode, which a lot of people like to use. Saw something up there. The time-lapse mode works perfect, no issues with that. As I mentioned, it has the flip screen. The only thing that I would say with the screen, which is very clear and is fast and is touchscreen, is when you have a microphone attached to the side, you can't twist it when it's out like that. You have to kind of bring it in and then twist it and adjust it. So it's kind of a minor thing, but just thought I'd mention that. I think Canon's ideal customer for this was somebody who has never owned a DSLR and really maybe does not know anything about photography or shooting video. But as I said, they packed it with tons of great technology, including when you first turn it on, when you first get it, it comes with a very detailed guided menu. See, as I twist up here, it shows you what each different setting does, and then it'll guide you through the different options. Wherever you go, it will walk you through the entire process and tell you what the camera is going to try to do. Once you get better at it, you can turn that off and just go to the basic menu, which I've done, but I turned it back on just for demonstration purposes. And then up top, it's got solid buttons. This is metal right here, metal. I think that's metal. That might be plastic. It's pretty simple. Nothing super fancy. It just gets the job done, really. The kit lens that it comes with is Canon's 18 to 55 STM, EFS STM lens with image stabilization. Great little lens. If you are gonna vlog, I kind of wish I would have done this, is maybe just buy the body for about $550. Another great point about this camera, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, is the price. But anyways, just buy the body, and then if you're gonna vlog, you're probably gonna want a wide angle lens anyway, so buy that separately and save $150. But if you think you might want to do a little bit of photography or just different types of shooting, there's nothing wrong with getting this lens. It's a very good lens, for a kit lens especially. I'm glad I got this lens with it. You can change out all of the lenses, as I was talking about, to Canon's full line of lenses. The camera does take SD memory cards, and the battery seems to last a long time. Only one time, and it was really my fault, did I not have enough battery, but that's because I shot video for like an entire day, and then I forgot to charge it, and I went out to shoot video again, and my battery ended up pretty much dying on me. But that was my fault. I should have charged it at night. But it'll last a solid day of good shooting. So this camera with the lens is $650 and $550, I believe, with just the body. Might be even $500 just the body. Before I bought this camera, or the day I went and bought this camera, I was gonna go buy Canon's T7i. I'm glad I didn't, because the T7i was gonna run me $850 for the body and the lens, and this was $650 body and lens. So I think this shoots 5 frames per second, and the T7i shot 6 frames per second, if that's something you care about. But because I was only looking for something specifically for video, this was the best choice I could have made. And I got to give props to the gentleman from Best Buy that helped me make this decision, because honestly, I hadn't even thought. I was so fixated on the T7i because it is a great camera that I really hadn't looked at anything, below it. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad he told me about this. It was a great buy. So just to kind of recap, this is a very light camera. It has all of the technology that its more expensive Big Brother cameras have. Fantastic autofocus. In some cases, a better processor than some of its Big Brothers. You know, it's got a flip out screen, touch, access to all of Canon's lenses. I don't see any reason why somebody that wants to get started in making YouTube videos and vlogging especially would consider anything else than Canon's SL2. So I hope you guys liked the review. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you would give me a like. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. I plan on doing some more reviews, including this microphone and the Joby and some other things. If you have any specific questions, please leave it in the comments below, and I will be sure to read it and get back to you as soon as I can. I think that's it. I will see you guys at the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me, and you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
This is the end of the video. I hope that you liked it, yeah. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and be sure to hit that like button.
Subscribe and like.